Hi, first grade families. I am Miss Abel. I am making this video to help with the homework. There will be 2 homeworks a week. I've had some questions about it, so I am making a video to answer all your questions. And if you still have questions afterwards, please let me know and we will get it handled. Um, First off, homework is going to be in their blue folders, normally on Mondays and Wednesdays. If it is not, sometimes we only have one depending on the week and our schedule for that week, but we normally have one or two. They come home on Mondays and Wednesdays. They will go home in their blue folders and it will be on the keep at home side. Now, last week, all students took home a yellow folder. It was either one like this or their Gutermuth one. And within that folder, they had all their orange letters velcroed on there for them. They had a notebook and they had sound boxes with sound boxes with the alphabet on the top as well. Okay, these are all things that are essential to doing the homework and will help make the homework go better. All right, so let's get to it and show a little bit of it. All right, first thing is they're going to get their UFLI home practice. They will need some help from you as they complete this. If you're unable, they can ask brothers, sisters, somebody who will able to help them complete this. So the first thing is they need to read the word not. They need to trace the word and say it not. And then finally, they're going to write it in their best and neatest handwriting on the line. Same thing with sob, sob, trace it, and write it on the line with their best and neatest handwriting. The next thing is, they'll continue that all the way down. And then finally, we're going to get to the irregular words. And these are words that, that they have an irregular sound pattern and that we are practicing knowing with our heart. And that's why they're called our heart words. So as you can tell, these hearts underneath is because we have not learned that sound or that does not make a regular sound. So with this, they will need to get their notebooks out of their yellow folders. And within here, we're going to have, this is where a parent needs help. You're going to say the word he. They're going to say he. They're going to come over here and he. And then they're going to put a heart underneath of it. Next word, say B. They're going to go B. Write it and put a heart underneath the sound that is irregular. See how it's only beneath the E? Next word, say me. E, me. So they write me. Put that heart under that E because we do not know that sound yet. And then our last one is from. From. And now that O says here. And that is an irregular sound, so we're going to put a heart under that O and then write M, from. Next, what they can do is they can practice writing these words in what I call rainbow write. So they can write each of these words, each letter in a different color if they would like. Or they can write it in crayon, whatever they would like, and they can identify the heart sound. Another one I like is where they can write it with a white crayon. They can't see it, but then they can take a marker and they color over it and they will be able to see the word. All right, that's what we call ghostwriting. So he, be, and me. All right, so when they get done with this, then they will rip it out and they will send this in with your homework as well. Now the next step is we're going to flip it over and you're going to use the letter tiles in your sound boxes. So they will need this out and then they will need their sounds, their letter sounds, letter trays. And this is where a parent also needs to help. You're going to tell them the word lot. So you're going to say, spell the word lot. They're going to take the letter off. Lot. Change lot into log. G. G. So then I can go from here and make it into a G. Log. Change log into dog. D, A, G. Dog. What sounds needs to change? D. That is not a D. So we're going to take that. Have that D sound. Change dog into dot. D, A, T. So that sound needs to change. We put the G back and T. And then so on and so forth. Change dot. And that would end that one. So then you can take these off and do the next one. Top. Spell top. Top. And then after they spell top, change top into hop, change hop into hot, change hot into not. And we'll practice that on here. If you would like, they can also write it in their notebooks after you get done. That is a great practice too, and they can turn that in with their sight words. If you would like, you can say, spell the word lot, spell the word log, spell the word dog, and that practices with that as well. So after this, these do go back into their yellow folders. The last thing is there will always be 2 sentences. You're going to read the sentences below, and the directions change every week, so you have to pay attention. Rewrite them with your best handwriting. Circle the words with short vowel O and underline the irregular words. So remember those irregular words that we talked about over here. That is what they're asking for. So we know he would get underlined. He has a job. It makes that short O sound, so we circle it. They then come here and write it in their best handwriting. He has a job. Here, do the next one. Mom got me a dog. And then they continue to write it on the lines in their best and neatest handwriting. And then that's it. So they will need your help from you to complete this. If you have any questions about this, please let me know, and make sure that their name goes somewhere over here like that. So then that way their name, though, make sure that is turned into me, so they will turn in this and their heart word paper to me. All right, and if that's it, if you need anything, let me know.